What?
We are live, I think. How's everybody doing out there? Me, as I'm running across the room here, I'll be right there, back at my computer in just a second. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing good. Who do we got out there? Oh, I'm here. Yes, I am. And we've got Heavy, D8, 12,000, G-Man, how you doing? Doc Holiday, Farm Wrangler, I'm doing good. So I am going to release some stuff for you guys tonight. I haven't zipped them up yet because, well, we were really just working out a couple of the last minute small tiner. Yeah, that's a new word. Tiny minor issues. Hey, Fummin03, how you doing? So we will zip them up and we'll give them to you tonight, and then tomorrow they will appear on the Mod Center. Exclamation point Mod Center if you want to get that link. Uh, but for now, we're going to set up what you're going to be getting so you know how it works. First thing I need is, you guys should already have on the Mod Center one of the sawmills. I'm going to grab the 4 extension one for, okay, yep, for display purposes. For demonstration, I'm going to go into my global company menu and activate my extended placeables. So, still no mowers, but we'll have a store for you real soon. All right. We are working on getting you guys several. Let's see, you guys already have the pallet factory as well. So, let me see. We have the barrel factory that's coming out tonight. And with the barrel factory, spin it around, try to center it up in the box like that, the little green box in one of the boxes, purchase it, and then it will feed off of that line if you want to. It also can be fed separately. You don't have to link these together, but if you are, I'm just showing you once again how to link things together. You have a board chipper which can be used. Now, the smaller box on the board chipper is the one that you want to line up in the box on this side. Not the bigger one. The bigger one is an output for the board chipper, which we will get into very soon. So the board chipper will be released as well. Chipboard factory, yes. The storage building, yes. And the paper factory and the plank factory. I'm going to put the plank factory down on here. Now, just so you know, the barrel and the plank factory take product directly, boards directly. That's what they use for inputs. And I'm going to put down one more board chipper because the additional two factories require wood chips, and the board chipper is just a convenient way to link your stuff together if you want to. You can put one down there. Okay. I decided to not scale up the barrel factory. It works. And I'm all right with it. So you're going to get those pieces, as well as with the board chippers, you can connect your other two, which are your chipboard factory, and use the end box. There's two boxes I see. There's a smaller one here. Just get it over the top, roughly center. It's kind of a tricky thing. I had to give you guys some type of visual to line these up, so I had to include a little plate with a graphic on there. But use that one, and you can plop your chipboard factory down. And the other one, the last one there, is the paper factory. Works the same way. Just bring it on over and line it up on the board chipper, and you can output directly to your paper factory like so. And all those four pieces we can operate. One other piece that we got for you, which is pretty big, is your Cogent storage facility for all the products that you can make. So we'll drop that down too, and then we'll take a look at how each of these things operates. Would it be possible for you to add all the products to your 4X blank map? No, they're all placeables. You can add them into the... Oh, the additional products into the 4X map? Yeah, we can add those in at some point. It's actually very easy to add the products in. You just need to, and if you wanted to attempt to do it yourself, but we're going to be updating and adding more products in the future, you just need to take this current map, either the Industries map or the Pleasant Valley map that I have, and copy the fill planes. Actually, let me make sure I get this right. So if you wanted to update your 4X map to take all these products, thank you, Recon Lobster, for the $25 donation. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. If you want to update your blank map from the map class, you can grab either my maps. Actually, do I have the blank map on here somewhere? Let me see. Right here it is. So you would open up Pleasant Valley. You would need your fill planes, your HUDs, your particle systems, and your XML folder. If you copy those and paste it into the blank map, just like that, and replace, do this for all, merge merge and replace the files that are in there, and then you will have the map updated with all the new products. That's pretty simple. That's all that needs to be done. So all the HUDs for the new products will be back into that blank map. So if you've already started, that's all you need. Pallet Factory throws error for boards in the blank map. Yes, it will. It will throw it because it doesn't have the, you need to copy those files into the blank map in order for any of these to work. So it will need the particles effects, it will need the fill types added. None of those so fill planes, the HUDs, the particle systems, and the XML adds the fill types. There they are. They're all in there. So those 4 added in, and the blank map will actually be good to go. So, yep, lots of things changed in order to get this to work, and we'll probably do a map update. Oh, I don't know. I want to get all the products, but as we go through all the factories, we're going to be looking at additional products that can be added. So I really got some homework to do before we add. We've got enough in there to get several things working as it is. So I'm going to fire this up the easy way. All these triggers have been tested. We're going to go to open up the factory, the sawmill, and I'm going to add in the logs and the coal by buying it. And then I'm going to turn on the 4 extensions, not the main one. The main one will output. Well, actually, we can turn on the main one too, because we're going to need some stuff from that one. Then I'm going to fast forward and watch my boards get created and my resin get created, and we'll fill up everything real quick here. And you'll notice that all the lines go to disabled when they fill up. So boards production, I'm going to spawn those 3 and then go down to extension 1, and I'm just going to offload all that stuff and go back and forth. It's putting it into the next factory on the line, and we'll get all that out of there, and then extension 3, and with all of these I'm going to output a few of the resin pallets for testing too. Final test. And extension 4. You can use the 6 extension or use the 2. Design it the way you want it. That's the way. Hate to ask, but could you upload the updated blank map to Trello once your instructions fly by? It's hard to find them again. I will. I think we need to test it once and make sure I got everything, but I'm pretty sure it will work fine. We can do that a little bit later. Once we get through this, I can upload the blank map actually right to the Trello board for you guys that want to work on it. I don't know. There might be other things that we haven't done with that blank map in a long time. So what I did was I offloaded into each of the next level. You will see that I have the board chipper. It has the boards in it. It's actually got 20,000 boards. And if I could jump up, oh, I fell in. Sometimes I can't get out. The chipper is running on this one. Over here we have our plank production. We've got 20,000 boards in there. Another board chipper, and the barrel factory has 20,000 boards. So if we crank up our, we're going to fast forward another day here, get some product going on these. We'll go 2 days. Now production on barrels is a little bit slow. Some of them are slower than others. The wood chippers go really quite fast. So you see we have 15,000 barrels. We have lots of, our wood chippers are empty. We have a lot of wood chips. We have over here our, and sometimes you got to go around your to get the actual trigger for the building because they overlap. Or you could just bring up the, there it is, plank production has 1600 planks ready to go. So with the board chippers, if I go in and operate them right now and take the wood chips out and spawn those, they will go into the paper and the the paper and the chipboard factories. So that board chipper is empty. And is the other one not showing up on my menu? Oh, there's my scroll bar. Here's the other one. We'll empty that
Thanks
one.
for backups, Dave.
Thanks for backups? Yeah.
Oh, seriously, I'm up and running again, but I went to yesterday's backup.
Ah, gotcha. All right, so now I transferred the wood chips into off of this one here. You'll see it's empty. It is now in here ready to produce our paper with water additional. Now we could drive water over to the paper factory, but I'm not going to right now for sake of time. We're going to just jump into the paper factory and buy our water. And we'll fill it right up. So now that's active and it will create some paper products. Same way with the other one down here, the chipboard production, but chipboard does require glue. The glue factory is not released yet, so if you want to use this one right now, you are going to buy it, and it's the next factory I'm working on. So for now, you are going to need to buy your glue if you want to use it. So you can see the glue in there. You can see we got some wood chips in there. All we got to do is fast forward time, and we'll start creating these last couple products. You can see our chipboards coming in. Our other products will disappear as the chipboard is being made. We'll go right through the night and get back to day so we can see actually inside the building. Alright, so you can see we used up all our wood chips in here, but we do have lots of pallets of chipboard in there. Also down here, we have lots of planks ready to go. On this one, we have some paper ready to go. And our barrels are way up on the other end. So I'm going to spawn out some of these products, the final products, barrel factory. We'll grab some barrels, spawn 4. Until we remove them, we can't spawn anymore. Let's see, we're going to go down to the planks. And we'll grab those out of there. We can get 5 pallets of planks at a time. And the chipboard factory. We're going to get those. And our paper factory. We got 5 pallets of paper. I think we're good. So I'm going to grab a truck. We're going to offload. These are where the pickup points are, right underneath the back there. You'll see the barrels right up here in the front. Barrel pallets ready to be picked up. Let's check my error log just to make sure. Nope, we just got a bunch of spawned pallets. Nothing wrong there. And chipboard, planks, and paper. So, gonna grab up a truck. When are these being released? They are gonna be released tonight. The Cabbage Greenhouse won't let you buy anything but water in the GC console. Also, do the products need to be in there for it to produce? Do all the products need to be? Interesting that it will only won't let you buy anything. It won't let you buy all the things, and you don't need all the things. Here, I'll throw down to answer your question on the Cabbage Greenhouse. Where is the cabbage greenhouse? Do I? Oh,
Just need,
it's red cabbage. That's why I'm looking under C.
yeah, just need water, pallets, and compost.
So with the greenhouses, and all the greenhouses work the same. If we drop it down here, if you guys are working out there on the greenhouses, where did I put it? It's, well, that's my Cogent storage building. Over here it is. So with the greenhouses, when you go inside, you can hit your R menu to open up the product. You should be able to buy the compost and the water and the pallets, which are the only three things it needs to operate. Now, if you have those three things in, then it will produce. It produces very slow. If you add any of the other three, it will produce faster. Each one of those three is an additional, and if you have all three, it will produce. But if your sprinklers are on and your fans are running back there, and I'm sorry you guys don't have the audio from the game tonight, but you have X-Men instead. I haven't figured out how to get both of them at the same time for some crazy reason. And if your little lights are flashing above, everything is active. Now, it takes a little while. I'm going to fast forward time for you. But as we fast forward, cabbage is producing. You can see the cabbage start coming in. We go
Hey,
through a
Dave,
night.
that's what I was afraid of. I couldn't get the pallets to weigh less. I've had the same problem that Tango Whiskey's having.
He's what? Oh, let me see what he's got to say. All right, farm wranglers. I noticed that the cabbage greenhouse won't let you buy anything but water in the. Yeah, you should be able to buy the other products. Now, I tried picking up a pallet of pallets with a forklift and telehandler, and it was too heavy. Is there a way to change the weight? It is still too heavy. Interestingly enough.
Why don't you try it once, Dave, and see what we mean?
Yeah, well, I will. With the telehandler?
But with that, I tried it with a skid steer too, and even with a big tractor, I have to put a lot of weight behind it to get it from not picking.
Now, I've
it up.
always used the wheel loader, but I'll try it with the telehandler. We'll buy one of those up and check these pallets out. The weight is, unfortunately, the weight of the product is built into the map itself. And that is what's adding the additional weight to the pallet. So I'd need to do a map update to get the weight down. Let me get the telehandler. Which one is the telehandler? There it is, telehandler pallet fork by, yes, okay. We'll bring that thing over. I have not actually used this. The front loader works well and can pick them up with no problem, so I didn't even think that the telehandler is that much weaker. Let's try some of these out and see how they work. We'll bring that over. And I'm wondering if it's the other products. If it is, we'll drop another building down and get some pallets out here too as well. And check those out once I move some of this stuff around. But yeah, you should have no problem if you're not getting those products popping up. What are all these buildings? They're production factories and storage facilities. And they're coming your way tonight. So you can produce paper, planks, boards, resin, glue. Let's see. Glue is coming soon. Resin is available after tonight. Well, actually, resin's been available for a few days. So let's try with the telehandler some of these pallets here. And I stink at picking up stuff with the telehandler. I love the loading truck. But there we go. So that one's chipboard is really light. There's no problem with the weight of chipboard.
Try the 1,000 pallets ones, Dave.
The what? The pallets?
The pallets themselves.
Yeah, I gotta put some on the map. Here, get rid of that. Boop. I'm gonna test these out. I gotta put a pallet factory on the map, so we'll make one. We'll put up another building up. We'll put another sawmill out here with 2 extensions. Sawmill, 2 extensions. I've got room for one right over here. And I'll put in a pallet factory on it right here. We'll jump in and get me some wood on my sawmill on extension 1. Crank it up. Oh, we got to turn it on. It would be nice if you turn it on to produce. There, it's active. We're getting some boards. Okay, 7. Stop my fast forward. We got to spawn our boards into our pallet factory. So, sawmill, 2 extensions. Load up the pallet factory. Nope. Yep, you gotta get... I am not updating the map on ModHub anymore. There's set because of all the stuff that we're going to be doing. So, !Mod Center will give you the links to my latest maps, and if you already have a save game, you are late to the show because you will probably have to start over or go back and watch my videos on how to convert them. We've done it almost every episode. We've got to get past that. Keep going back and telling. So go back, watch the last episode of my show on Twitch if you need to convert a previous save game, because we covered every aspect that needed to be covered on the last show throughout the show. If you want to continue a save game with the new versions that have the products. From this point out, it should not be a problem. But if you just restart, go to !Mod Center. X-Man threw the link up there for you. And left-hand column, you'll find this map well updated since the one that was on ModHub. And all the placeables, except for this package with the wood stuff you want to see coming tonight. It'll be coming out, and then tomorrow it'll be on the Mod Center as well. So I've got my pallet. I got to produce some pallets here to see what we got for weight issues. And we'll compare. So I got to go into my pallet factory. Oh, saving my content. Please wait. I didn't mean to hit that button. Pallets. We'll spawn 5 of those for me to test with. So you'll see we have 5 pallets of pallets. Let's bring the loader over and see what we've got for weight issue on those, and I want to test some of the other ones because we'll take a look at the weights in game and see if the pallet weight is far different for the fill type than the other ones, or if it's going to need a map update, or if we'll be able to adjust it in the mod itself. X-Man tried to adjust it in the mod, and he said he couldn't.
It didn't seem to be working for me.
So if I get my telehandler in here, I don't know what you guys are doing. But I'm not having any problem moving the pallets. Do you see that? I'm having a problem getting them off my thing, but that's okay. I know how to get them off.
Like I said, try the regular pallets themselves, because those are the only ones I've ever moved with forks.
This is the regular pallets.
Yeah, I know. You're doing them now.
Yeah, they seem to be working okay. Which ones are too heavy?
Those are the ones you're pulling up to right now.
Yeah, I had no problem moving it. You're a little bit delayed, but I just put it in storage.
Oh, I'm like way behind.
Yeah. It's not too heavy for me. I'm doing good, Chill Will. So I don't know why it would be too heavy on your map. Do you have
Can you try a skidster with a fork once just to
Oh, a
see if I'm
skid
not
steer?
insane?
A skid steer with a fork? Yeah, I can. So
Because
basically,
I used the John Deere tractor too, and that's working fine. I'm seeing your feed. I don't understand.
all right. So you see how the storage facility works though. There, chipboard. Now it will take a couple seconds for it to appear in the storage, but I'm gonna grab a skid steer. He wants me to try the skid steer. Da da da! Why not? What do we got to lose? We could try this little tiny pallet thing. I like that thing. But where are the skid steer loaders? We'll grab this skid steer up. And we'll grab its forks for that. And we'll try that one out. Whoops. Brum. You tried the forklift and it was too... Well, we'll give them all a test. Interesting thing about it is I never really even thought to change the weight because the pallet used to hold 5,000 and I'm using the same weights from last year. And now it only holds 1,000 and we had no problem picking them up last year, so... Does the storage show the inventory in game? Yes, it will. Not in, no, it doesn't show in the in-game storage. It is a separate mod. It has its own little facility. It's not a silo. It's using the global company. You got to open up the global company menu and you will be able to jump in and see. So if you want to see what's in your storage facility, go right there and you will see that the only one that's active is the chipboard because it's still processing. So it basically does take a little bit of time to process. It'll process automatically. It's like one tick of the clock. It makes 4 million an hour. So once it goes to 10, I think every 10-minute update, it does take before it appears on the output side and actually shows up. Does it have a bulletin board? It doesn't have a bulletin board, but it has digital displays all the way up and down and above the products. Depends on the setting. I believe it's set to 10 minutes on this one. I was thinking about all mine are set to 10, except for the farmer's market set to an hour because it doesn't need to update. So it should pop up there pretty quickly. Now you don't have any other mods running that make pallets, do you? X-Man?
No, I don't. The only one that makes it is yours.
Okay, so I was just curious because sometimes... Well, we'll find out if this thing will work because that telehandler worked just fine. We'll grab another pallet of pallets and see if this thing can move them.
Boy, my internet is bad today,
All
Dave.
right, no, definitely the New Holland little skid steer cannot handle the pallet of pallets. And probably the in-game forklifts. So I'm not sure if we can... We'll have to reduce the weight in the in-game file. Let me grab the little forklift too. I want to just get it over here. Da da da. Well, pick one. Anyone. This one right here. I'm sure it's not going to work, but we'll bring it over anyway. Because that would be really handy to... We got to get him to pick it up. Love the wipers, how they come on when automatically when it's raining. What is the weight on those? Apparently too much. I'd have to check the files. It's all in the Field Types XML. The weights were set. I used the same weights from that I just carried over the weights, I think. They're probably all set to 0.85 or something. But I think I carried them over, or I just duplicated the weight that was on one of the other products. But we can change the weights. And I will show you how to do that, and I'll do it right after this if you guys want to follow along and change weights. But unfortunately, it's built into the map. And I'm not going to do a map update tonight, but I do think we'll be doing one sooner than expected. As I get into additional products and additional factories, which are at the point where we're going to start getting into more of the bigger production stuff, and I want to get into buildables and all that fun stuff. And as I look around at some of the old factories like the glue factory, there's possibility. I mean, right now it only produces glue. All right, it will not pick it up with this either, but it will move it. But let's go. We'll do a save. I'll show you where the weights are set in the map if you guys wanted to, and we'll give it a test. So I'm going to save this game, which I believe I started save game 4. I hope I remember that correctly. Mass per liter is 5.65. That's way too high. That's for sure. It should be much less. Now, why it's that high, I don't know. That's what it was, I think. Or I messed up. Alright, so with these products, now in the I'm going to check the pallets themselves. I don't know. I'm going to unzip the pallet factory. I'm just going to take a quick look. FS19 LMNO pallet. I don't know if I could change them in the mods themselves or not. Pallet XML. I can't center of mass. The mass of the pallet's 100. Fill type, start fill level, fill types pallet, fill units. Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere in here, but it's in the product mass per liter in the game XML. So in the game itself, if we go into my map for Pleasant Valley, open up the XML file for the fill types right here. Whichever one you want to use, they're both two different maps, but all these mods will work with either one of those. Industries is a 16x map, and PV17 is 1.3 is a 4x map. So when you load up in here, the fill types are registered. Price per liter, mass per liter should be 0.65 on all of these products. It's 0.65. Where did it have a 5 in front of it? Maybe just a pallet is a... It's 0.65, 0.65, 0.65. That's, it was just the pallet. It's the one error. I don't know how that 5 got in front of it. Take that 5 out. We need to, yeah, that is the problem. I guess we just had one simple typo on the fill type for pallets. Everything else is 0.65 and should be just fine. So with that, if you guys need to go into yours and change that into fill types XML, when we go back in the game, I'm pretty sure that we will be able to get in there. Okay, what version are we supposed to... Oh, using PV17 version? No, you're using PV19 version 1.3. And yeah, this is Pleasant Valley 19. 17 is not out there. Did I put a 17 in the... I don't think so. I do things like that all the time. We'll start this back up. Thank you, Iron Eye 73 for the follow. Yes, this is PV19, FS19 Pleasant Valley. Version 1.3 is the latest on this. FS19 PV Industries version 1.4. They're linked on the Mod Center. BDBSSB, thank you for the host. And I have no volume on that either because I don't know why. So I hope I don't miss anybody. I just saw them pop up. We're moving on along. But I'm sure that now that we've got a lot less mass on that palette, which will be fixed in the next update. I already fixed it. But I'm going to go through. We're going to be working on the glue, the concrete, the steel, the drywall, the stone crusher. They keep exploding, the pallet spawning. Ah, yeah. I gotta